Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to be working inside the shop here on the drill. Just going to go over a little bit of maintenance we have to do before we start spring seeding, and then I will give a little bit of a crash course on how this big unit operates. So let's start at the back. Back here we have a 7 series Bourgault tank. It's 950 bushels. So this is where we store all our seed and fertilizer, and then that will be distributed onto the drill part pulled by the Versatile up there. These are what the compartments look like inside, and there's multiple configurations you can run to get the most out of your tanks depending on what you're seeding. So that's what it looks like inside the tanks. And then on the other side, tank number 5 is our saddle tank for canola. That's this tank on the side. Underneath there is metering augers. That's going to auger the seed slowly into these long steel pipes at a certain rate that we're going to set. And then super high speed fans back here suck air and blow the air through these steel pipes to the front of the tank. And then here is where the seed and fertilizer first gets distributed. This drill is an 8-port system, so that means there are 8 seed ports and 8 fertilizer ports on this drill. Now up on the drill, there's these little black towers popping up all over the place. 8 seed, 8 fertilizer. And if you can follow these hoses, they're going to each of these towers where it gets distributed again. Here are the towers where the seed, this is a seed tower, where the seed gets distributed to another cluster. Each of these hoses going into the shank, which eventually goes into the ground. And then the fertilizer, usually nitrogen, is at the front, gets distributed onto these discs called mid-row banders, which make a small slit in the ground and then is dropped in right at the back. We also have various blockage monitors on this drill. This is what a sensor looks like, and it'll pick up if there's no seed going through the tube, because we don't want that. Therefore we'll have a long strip in the field with nothing growing, and that is not good. So that's what these sensors are for. Okay, now I want to bring you back here. So this does more than distribute the seed to the drill. It can actually also shut down each of these hoses individually through these slide gates. So each of these 8 ports have a hydraulic cylinder with a slide gate inside that can control the flow going to the drill. So say we're going straight, we're seeding along, and all these ports are full of seed, the drill's full, we're in an unseeded area, we want the drill full of seed. Okay, so with our select rate, say we're in pounds per acre, but let's say we have 800 seeds per minute as our rate seeding in our drill. With the drill full, because we have 8 ports, 100 seeds per minute in each port, right? Well, say we come to an area where we only have one section of this drill seeding, so 7 of our gates are closed, we only have 1 open. We don't want 800 seeds going through one hose, going through one section of the drill. It's way too many. So what happens is our metering augers on the tank will actually slow down, because it knows what our rate is and what our rate needs to be. It's hydraulically driven, so it can change, it can fluctuate. So it's going to slow down to 100 seeds per minute. It's going to slow down because it knows we're only putting out of one hose on the drill. So from 800 seeds per minute down to 100 seeds per minute. 7 of our gates are closed, only 1's open. Going to our one section of the drill that's seeding. Therefore, we're always on rate. That kind of makes sense. Also within this gate, the airflow will continue to go through the hose, but the seed will be blocked. So the air will still be flowing through the whole system, but just the seed will not be allowed to go through the hose. In terms of maintenance right now, we have every one of these shanks to kind of go through. We have to check or grease all these packer wheels, make sure they're not loose, make sure they're tight, because these are always spinning when we're seeding. This shank is in the ground, and then this is always spinning, packing in the seed. We want to make sure each of these can also control the depth. Make sure each of these pins are in hole number 8. That's where we all set them. If they're in a different hole, we're going to have different depths throughout the drill. Sometimes these front bolts can break just from pushing in the shank into the ground. We've got to check those. Make sure our tips are in good shape. This is a 3/4 inch knife. It just cuts into the ground and lays in our seed back here. Make sure those are in good shape. Make sure our carbide tip is on all of those. In terms of hoses, make sure we have no kinks or no wear spots, just because these shanks push down into the ground. These hoses will move a little bit, and when we fold up the drill, a lot of moving parts, so sometimes when that happens, things can kink, so we don't want that. For our mid-row bander, there's various pivot points, because these also push down too. And this is where you set the depth. Want to make sure all our shims on all of these are the same depth, so we're going into the ground evenly. This is the scraper. We want to make sure it's not too tight, not too loose, or else it'll wear down the blade. Closing time on this side, also want to make sure it's not too tight, not too loose, and various adjustment on these. So this can all be greased, and I will check over kind of what I see as I see it. And yeah, let's get started. My automatic grease gun is dead, of course. Not the funnest job, but it has to be done. But we have a seed delivery coming, so we're gonna go unload that. The drill is only about half done. We'll keep chipping away at that, but what I want to show you is this water trailer that we've been working on. All this green hose is now 3-inch. It used to be 2-inch, so we converted to all new 3-inch hose. Our chem handler is 3-inch, and our pump is now inside that case. We have a line going underneath the trailer, running from the backside of this pump, just to save room on top of this deck. goes down from the pump to the chem handler. And then this is our discharge line. It runs along the side and clips in along the back here. For storage, we have a ladder on the other side of the trailer because that's the side we usually get up on. That's the side our valves are on. But it'd be nice to have a ladder also on this side. So we fabricated that yesterday and I just need to put it on.
Which one you want to do first?
The one closest to you.
Okay.
Oh yeah. A couple other things I want to do is change oil in both the loader tractor and the 8300 because that hasn't been done. Helicopter! Helicopter! Our yard is right in the flight path between the Dundurn base and the Wainwright military base. So there's helicopters flying overhead all the time. It's pretty cool. What I was saying was that we need to change oil in both this 8300 and loader tractor because it hasn't been done in a while. So I'm going to do that and then we'll finish the drill. Thanks for watching to the end, guys. Really appreciate that. If you like the videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Press that subscribe button. See you next time.